Hey guys, how's it going? Today I have a tutorial for you about bar chords. This is a question I often get asked about: how to play the F chord, the B minor chord, bar chords in general, why is it so hard, and how to overcome the challenge. So just so you know guys, this blockage of playing bar chords cleanly and easily is a challenge that all guitarists have to conquer, usually in the first year of learning the guitar. And in this video I'm going to show you how to play the small F chord and also the B minor chord. These are usually the first two bar chords that we use to practice the technique and to overcome this challenge. And I'm going to talk about three things. One is really important: posture and how to hold the guitar. That's really important for the wrist and for activating the correct muscles in developing the bar technique. Secondly is kind of like realistic time estimations and how the process actually needs to look like, as it does take some time. And thirdly, I'm just going to show the actual shapes of the F and the B minor chords. Alright, so first thing, how do we hold the guitar? That's really important. If you hold the guitar like this, very unlikely that you will manage to get a good bar chord, because if you hold it like this and your thumb is up and the wrist is backwards, you don't have a lot of room for nuanced movements with the fingers. So you want to have support for your left foot, or like what I have, a strap, so that you can hold the guitar diagonally, and then the wrist of the left hand can come down and out. Okay, so not like this, but down and out. That gives you much more flexibility and room with the left hand fingers to get the technique right. Alright, so that's the first thing we want to achieve. And the first thing you want to try is just bar two strings, the first and the second strings. And the way to do it is we use the index finger. We bar it with the side of the finger, so not like this, but the side of the index finger that's close to the thumb. And we bar it on both strings, and we push. We push with the index finger, and we push with the thumb from the back of the neck at the same time. And then you want to check if you can get a nice clean sound on both strings. What you should be feeling is two things. It might hurt a little bit on the skin. This is a good thing. And it might hurt on the muscle here. This is also a good thing, because this is the muscle that needs to get activated, and with time you will develop some kind of endurance, so it will not really hurt. These are like good signs. So that's how it looks like. And then if we want to complete the chord, the F chord looks like this. We add the middle finger on the second fret of the third string, and the ring finger on the third fret of the fourth string. We want to try to get a clean sound. Then we let go of the fingers, release the wrist, and we try it again. Okay, again, starting with the index finger on the top two strings, adding the middle finger, and then adding the ring finger. Usually at this point you will have like this kind of sound, so you have to correct yourself, find the right angle, push a little bit harder. Usually that's the thing at first, you just need to push harder, push with the index, and also use the thumb here, so you feel it in the muscle right here until you get a clean sound. Hold it for a few seconds, release the wrist, release the fingers, and try again. That's the process. Alright, now let's take a look at the B minor chord, which is a little bit more difficult than the F, but you can use both to practice the bar technique. So the B minor, same idea, but we bar this time on 5 strings on the second fret. So from the first string to the 5th string. So again, the first thing we want to see that you can get a clean sound just barring the index finger on 5 strings at the second fret. It needs to hurt. You're supposed to feel some kind of pain here on the skin and also with the muscle here, because you need to push. Again, we want to push the index finger from the front and the thumb from the back, so you feel it in the muscle here, and you want to get a nice clean sound on all 5 strings. If you can do that, you move to the next step, adding the middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, pinky finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and the ring finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Alright? And that's how it sounds. minor chord. That's a B minor chord. Okay, the practice here again, at first you will have all sorts of this kind of sound, so you need to correct usually by pushing harder. That's usually the correction. Sometimes you need to play a little bit with the angle. Once you get a nice clean sound, release the wrist, release the muscle here, let go and try again. We usually want to do about 10 repetitions of this. This is what I call the muscle memory exercise. It's a great exercise, it works, but it only works if you do it, which leads me to the last point. How long does it take and how to make sure that you can conquer this technique? So two things need to happen. One, the skin of your index finger needs to grow thicker, more rough. So for this to happen, you need consistently to tell your fingers that that's what you want. So you have to do it every day. Not a lot of time, not like an hour, but 5 minutes a day, every day, for about a month. For sure you have it. Alright, for some people it's faster, for some people it takes longer. Consistency is super important. So you want not a lot of time, 3 to 5 minutes, but every day, preferably in a regular time. And that sends the signal to your brain, grow new skin, thicker skin, and also the same thing for the muscle. So it's just about the muscle needs to get used to being activated in this way. It's not really that it's going to get pumped up or something like that. It's more like it just needs to be active in the right way. So that's the process. Try these two practices. Usually the F is easier to start with, but if you find that easy, then move straight away to the B minor. Give it a chance, commit to a consistent practice for 1 month, and I'm sure you will conquer it, because I worked with so many people and it always works. So if you're persistent, you will get it. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you guys next time.